Hello everyone, Madison here and welcome to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys about one of the hobbies I had growing up, but which I unfortunately quit in 2020 in order to live a adulting life. So yeah, let's get into the video. So my hobby was to dance. And most people know that I just love dance. And if I was busy and I wasn't answering my phone at like 5 o'clock in the evening, people would understand that I'm at dance. So, I used to do this dance school near where I live. And it took about 15-20 minute drive. Well, 15 minimum, depending on traffic. That's why I said 20 minutes. But yeah, depending on traffic. And I used to do, I started at the age of 8. And I finished in 2020, so I was 19 that year. So I'd done it for a good 11-12 years. And yeah, so between the ages of 8 and 14, 15, I just done the one dance. I just done ballet. And then the age of 15 until I quit, I done 3, which was tap, modern and ballet. And the dance school I was with, Just So Dance, I highly recommend. They do what a normal dance teacher would do, like go through everything step by step and be accessible. So you're saying, I'm really struggling on a move. Will you help me out to learn it slower? And I'm not picking it up and all that. And they'll help you out and everything. And so I know that when I was struggling in tap, my dance teacher, there was 3 teachers. One took me for modern, one took me for tap, one took me for ballet. And I would do modern, and then I would do tap, and then I'd get a lift with this other person. And because I was a higher grade in modern than she was, I just waited around for her. And I was in college at the time, so I was doing assignments whilst waiting for her. But if they know that you're waiting for someone, they ask you if you would like to use this spare studio. So there was 3 studios, and when I was waiting, only 2 were in use. So I just used the spare studio just to go over some dance moves that I didn't get, especially when it was exam season. I just went over my exam syllabus on my own, finding the music, and just went over it by myself. So then, I had that little bit of time. So they're accessible for everyone's needs, and which is quite nice, because at the end of the day, when people are like that, it feels a lot more inclusive. You feel like a family, and you feel like, you're on top of the world. Because everyone's different. So with me, because I have a brain injury, I need things done a lot more slower. And so with saying I need to do things a little bit more slower, I need to do it slower and also repetitive. Therefore, it takes me longer to pick up some things that people might feel is really easy, there were only a few moves. There was one, it it was a count of 16, so we do it in chunks of 8. So 2 counts of 8, and everyone could do these counts of 8 really easy because they were younger than me, and like again, it takes me a lot longer to pick up things that are quick, and I know people are like, oh yeah, everyone does, but like it takes me exceptionally long, but I didn't let that deflate me. I did cry once over it, but which is going back on what I just said. But no, like I think what made me cry was stress and anxiety. The fact that it was like 3 weeks before I was due to take this exam, and I still hadn't got the move done yet. So it was kind of stressing me out, and I had that anxiety. I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna get it in time. So second to last week before the exam, I got the move, and when I tell you I screamed the studio down, I screamed the studio down. Like, obviously not during, because it was, if you do any dance like tap and modern or anything, you know that you'd have to do like a dance that your teacher comes up with. And I'd done it the second to last week, and I didn't scream when I got the move. I didn't scream during I was doing the dance. I obviously screamed after, because it was the best time of my life. If you are working on something, say you're working on an assignment and you get like the highest grade, like a distinction or something, it's that adrenaline that you get from it. You know, you're a bit like, oh my god, I just done that. It was, yeah, that was like the same feeling I had. I'd done the move and I was like, I just done that, and I was struggling for about 7 or 8 weeks over that. Probably 8. But yeah, it was the best feeling of my life. And like with modern, because there was 3 of us in our modern group, and the other two done jazz as well, so our dance was jazz based. I had no idea what was happening, and like a little bit disadvantage on my behalf, but you know, I learnt it, no complaints. I'm like, right, if it's easier for them to, I will just, you know, adapt to it. And the teacher was like, well, we won't do as much jazz steps in it. So like the turns on the 1 foot, because there was like a jazz term for it. I can't remember what it was, but I wouldn't understand a certain thing in like jazz term. So she'd always, but like she knew I'd done ballet, so the 1-footed turn, instead of saying it in the jazz form, she'd say it in the jazz form for the others, but for me, she would say it in the ballet form. So I actually knew what I was doing. And, but yeah, like, again, when I had a jazz piece, again, no complaining about it. I've got to do what the teacher tells me to do, you know. I can't fight back. And like with ballet, I never done an exam, because in order to do the exam, you needed to do both ballet, like your set time ballet, and an extra class of ballet. That's how you done like exams and got onto point and all that. And my dream would have been to get on Pointe Shoe. And because I was unable to do the extra classes of ballet due to personal reasons, I couldn't achieve what I was hoping to achieve, which sucked. It really did suck. But I think I got to grade 6 in ballet, and it was difficult, but what I look back on is my progress over ballet. Like, if many people have the dream of getting onto pointe shoe as soon as they start ballet, well, not as soon, but when they're in ballet, their dream is to get onto pointe shoe. But I realised that it's not about, being on pointe shoe. It's your progression and how far and how much you achieved. And because, like I mentioned at the start of the video, I've been doing ballet for the longest, like 11, 12 years. And yeah, it sucks that in that time I didn't get to pointe shoe. But at the same time, like, I achieved so much without the pointe shoe. And yeah, like, you can't have everything in life. That's all I'm going to say. And with modern, because with modern it was quite easy, but at the same time, you needed... I struggled in modern because I did ballet as well, and because in ballet I was told to turn my feet out and everything, but in modern I'm told to turn my feet in, like keep them like, parallel. So trying to not stand turn out in like second position or first position is the world's hardest thing. Like, I can do it now because I haven't been doing ballet for like almost 2 years, but it's still really difficult. And like, I think there was 1 or 2 exercises each like graded syllabus that you could have your arms in like and hands in like a ballet hold, but the others you're meant to have like straight arms, straight hands and whatnot and everything. And I struggled so much. And yeah, we also done shows as well. That was one of the, well, it wasn't the best part, but it was the best part, like, because not only do you get the video to see the show from a different perspective, but you get to show like your friends, your family as well. And so yeah, it was like the highlight. But again, like traveling wasn't the best, because we'd do it here, we'd do it there, we'd do it everywhere, and it took us so long to travel there. But I'd highly recommend the shows. If you're in a dance school and they do the shows, I would highly recommend doing the shows. But yeah, like, I really do miss dance. Like, I had to quit dance in 2020 due to just adulting and real life stuff. And even though there are adult classes, I just won't be able to afford adult classes as well as everything else you need in adulthood. And which sucks, because I really do want to go back to dance, but at the same time, like, it's all about being able to afford dance and whatnot. So yeah, and with the shows, you'd again do your set dance pieces. So there would be a theme for the show. So my last show was called When I Grow Up. I was in, so ballet, my ballet was Spies, my tap was Cowboys, and my modern was like military. So all the younger ones were like the schoolgirls, all the all the people in the grade above me were the soldiers, and my grade were the mothers. So, excuse me, so we all combined together. But, yeah. You've probably seen a load of photos of it on Instagram. And yeah. I don't talk about it so much because I was waiting for the perfect video and perfect time to explain why I quit dance, what dances I've done, because most new followers for like Instagram and Facebook or Snapchat or even YouTube, they get into my DMs and they're like, oh, I scrolled on your profile and saw you do dance. What dances did you do? So now I've explained it. And not saying I hate the questions, but you've given me a topic to talk about, so thank you to people who want to know. So yeah, that's it for today's video. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I shall catch you later. Bye!